Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel Patel Science Academy, and this is Shaza sir. And in this lecture, you are going to know about the second number lecture of the chapter Plant-Water Relation. So, dear students, in the previous lecture, I have explained about the different water absorption processes and the different types of the sources that is available for the water absorption. In this lecture, the absorption and the movement of the water, I'll explain you the absorption of the water. To understand this topic and the movement of the water, to understand this topic, you have to be familiar with the parts of the plant and with the parts or organ of the plant that is responsible or that plays a very crucial role or vital role for the process of the absorption of the water and the movement of the water in the plant body. And definitely, dear students, that part is root. So root is the part of the plant located usually or penetrated usually inside the soil and helps the plant to withstand in the soil. And the main function of the root is to provide the strength and absorption of the water and the other minerals. So dear students, a region of the root and structure of the root, it includes typical root is in the terrestrial plant has the following four region, and these four region includes a region of cell division in which cell division takes place, a region of cell elongation where the cell get elongated, the region of absorption, this is the most important region which is also having root here, and here the process of the absorption of the water takes place, and the last region is a region of maturation. The absorption of the water occurs through the root hair region, that is through this region the absorption of the water occur. The epidermal cell in the region of the absorption produces many root hairs which is unicellular, elongated, delicated and unbranched prolongation of the epidermal cell, and its cell wall is freely permeable to the water and the solute. That's why, because its cell wall is permeable to the water and the solute, that's why it plays the role for the absorption of the water. So here in this slide we have seen about the different parts of the root. Now we'll see the region of the root with its structure. So dear students, in this structure you can see here the different region. This is the structure, internal structure of the root, and here you can see the vascular cylinder shape structure of the cell. And in this region you can see the area of or zone of or region of maturation. This region is called the region of maturation, and in this region you can see root hair are present, and this root hair are very important part of this root, because the process of the absorption of the water takes place by this root, because the cell wall and on this region is water permeable. Then the second region is a region of elongation, and here you can see the elongated cell are there. And the region of cell division, this region is called cell division, in which apical meristem cell is present, and this cell is responsible for the quick cell division. And this region as a tip of the root is covered by a cap that is called a root cap. So this is the different region of the root with its different part, and it is the structure of the root. It can be asked in the examination for 2 or 3 marks to draw. Dear students, this is the structure of the root here, and you can see here in this, you can see here the structure of the root. This is a root here, and in this root here there is a nucleus, you can see here, and this vacuoles is also here, and this is the cell wall of this root here. And this dark color are the particles of the soils and water present in between these soil particles, and it get absorbed by this cell wall, and it travels through here, and it goes into this cell region, and from here it goes upper side root, that is in the stem of the region, that will see one by one by the different theories. So this is the root hair structure. Here students now will go for the two pathways of the water, how this water travels in the root. So it is traveled by the two pathway, that is apoplast and the symplast. Water uptake in the root here, it takes place by these two pathway, apo and the symplast. The transmembrane pathway, here you can see transmembrane pathway. The water sequentially enters a cell on one side and exits the cell on other side, enter the next cells, and so on. So simply the water sequentially enters the cell at one side and exits the cell at other side, and then then it enters into the next cell. So this is the process known as apoplast, in which water enters from one side and exits from another side. So this process is called apoplast region. While in the symplast region, water travels from one cell to the next via the plasmodesmata cells. The symplast cells, it consists of the entire network of the cell cytoplasm interconnected by the plasmodesmata cells. So now we'll see one by one all this structure here. You can see here in this diagram, this red color arrow is indicating the apoplast path, green color is indicating the symplast path. So you just concentrate on the apoplast path. In this apoplast part, you can see here this red color arrow is indicating the apoplast pathway, in which this water drop is entering from one side and exit from the other side. So there are two different ways of entrance and exits, so that's why this process is called apoplast pathway. While in the symplast pathway, you can see here in the green with the green color arrow, this symplast pathway, in this the plasmodesmata cell is there and water is traveling through this plasmodesmata cell from the outside to inside, and from here into the next cell. So this type of movement of water molecule is called a symplast pathway. This is about this symplast and apoplast pathway. Now we'll see the active process and the passive process. The difference between the active and the passive process, it includes the active process, it occurs due to the activity of the root and the root hair, while the passive process, it occurs due to the activity of the shoot and the leaves. Absorption occurs due to the osmotic and the non-osmotic process in the active transport, while the absorption occurs due to the transpiration in the passive transport. The third difference, it lies the rate of the absorption depends upon the dPd, while the rate of the absorption in the passive transport depends upon the transpiration. And the last difference includes they show the symplast pathway, while in the passive transport they show the apoplast pathway. So these are the four differences between the active process and the passive process of the water movement. So this is about this lecture. About the ascent of shape, I will explain you later. Thank you very much.